welcome to another episode on the JB Wargamer 87 YouTube channel. It is 2,000 points. It is the Cadians versus the Necrons. The mission is priority target. The Necrons have pushed and breached through the defences of the 8th Cadian Regiment and is led by a new commander in this particular sector. This sector must be held at all costs, and these are the ammunition dumps that they must protect against the threat of the Xenos. Let us check out the lists. Right, this is the 2,000 points of Cadians that has been sent to defend the supply complex at all costs. And we have a new commander, new commanders, plural, on the channel, leading the 8th Cadian, Creed's former own. We have the Major, aka Joseph Darling. He's representing this model here. Now his warlord trait is still discipline. We need it because we've been overrun here and it's not a good sign here for this particular regiment. So the Major has given a great task here to defend this sector at all cost. No retreat whatsoever. So he is equipped with a plasma pistol. The warlord trait is still discipline, meaning any friendly models that are core units within 6 of him get to perform an action. That means they get to shoot when performing an action. So that would be quite handy there when it comes to holding the objectives. So he's equipped with a plasma pistol and the staff, and then we have the Relic of Lost Cadia as well. As his additional trait there, his relic. And then we have second in command, Captain Chris Comiskey. Thank you, Chris, for your support. He has equipped with a bolt pistol. So there's 2 company commanders here, and then they have a company retinue as well. So we have Tyler Griselli, who holds the banner once again. One of his favourite models there. So he's representing that, a Voxcaster, and then we have a Heavy Flamer, and then we have a Medic. So it has a Medic pack there. We've gone for 3 Chimeras. So these infantry squads are all mechanised. So we have Luke Schringel's Chimera, equipped with a multi-laser and hull-mounted Heavy Flamer. And then inside we have Sergeant First Class Patrick Darling, and then we have another patron, Jesse Patton, Private Jesse Patton there, and then each of the squads are equipped with a Voxcaster and grenade launchers. And then we have Anthony and Harrison Leach, father and son, and then we have Drew Gunnez, who's in command of this squad here, an anonymous sergeant, and then we have another patron, Ben Whitern. And then we have White Shields. Yes, these are White Shields now. The new rules for White Shields. They have the White Shield keyword. Their leadership is 6, which is pretty impressive now. And they ignore the raw recruits ability, so they can just pass the orders straight away. So they are the best types of conscripts. They are better than conscripts. So they are White Shields. They are proper White Shields for Cadia. So we have 2 blobs of 30, spending a single command point for that there. I have 11 command points in total, spending 1. I did have 12, but I spent 1 to give these White Shields. And then we've gone for 3 special weapons teams. And we have Donald Hammer, who's a specialist guardsman. He is equipped with the plasma gun. And then we have Marshall Cummings, Lance Corporal Marshall Cummings. He's in command of this team here. He's equipped with 3 melters. And then we have anonymous Cadians, 3 of which are equipped with demo charges here. We have a bulk standard commissar. And then we have the warrant officer, George Whitehall, keeping in tactical coherency here and tactical advice for the company retinue. And then we have leading the squadron This is a tank commander. This is Maxfield Knuckles' Leman Russ Demolisher. Now Leman Russes have got a little bit better. They used to be a 3-up save. Now they are a 2+ save. But the Baneblade still remains a 3+ save. I don't know why, but it makes Leman Russes better nonetheless. But it's a shame that the Baneblades, in my opinion, have not been upgraded to a 2+ save. But never mind. Hopefully in the new codex that'll all be sorted out. I think they're just going to wait and see how great the Baneblade will be once again. And then we have Devin Matthews' Leman Russ. Now these are Eradicators. I've gone for Eradicators for these two Leman Russes here. Something a little bit different there. So each Eradicator is equipped with Sponson multi-melters, and then we have a hull-mounted las cannon and of course the Nova cannon as well. Eradicator Nova cannons on both. And then we have Winston Adkins' Wyvern. He loves artillery, hence he'll be commanding the Wyvern. And then we have 3 armoured sentinels, all equipped with auto cannons. So that there is the army. I'm just going to do the shout out now to the Ultramarines Tier 7+ members. So we have Marcus Fraze, and we have Dean Lighturn, Darren Gardner, and a new patron debuting for the Patreonic Heroic Dice Time. It is Thomas Moore, and he is friends with CJ Valesco. So it is a small world here for the Patreon dice here. These are the Ultramarines players, which will be coming up next in the next battle report. So I'll alternate around, so the Cadians will have their debut, and then we have the Ultramarines, and then back and so forth, and that kind of thing. So that's the structure there. So that there works out exactly 2,000 points. 2,000 points, pretty impressive here. So if you check on the screen below, you can check out how you can get involved on the channel, on my social media pages. Just a quick overview as you can look at the army. And I'd like to thank all the patrons that are supporting me to make this channel content possible, and for all the Ultramarines players that have yet to participate, and they will be participating in the next upcoming battle report. So really looking forward to that. And of course, Cadia stands, and for the Emperor! Let's check out the Phauxenos, the Necrons. Right, this here is the 2,000 points of Necrons. And at last, after waiting for some months, Phil Marshell is back. He's back on the channel, and a fellow Patreon on the channel as well, representing an Ultramarine. Assault Doctrine, eh? You like your assault. You like to get in close combat. Yeah. So he is a fellow Patreon on the Patreon page. Thank you, Phil, for your support.
No problem.
And he's a fellow member of the Plus channel as well. So it's good for him. So, anyway, we've got a battle to win here. Let's find out the tactics and what he's got here for the Necrons. What have you got, Phil?
Right, well, this is my 2,000 points of Necrons.
And new models painted.
Some new models here this time, yes. Running them as Methrit Dynasty this time.
Methrit Dynasty, keeping it to the narrative.
Yes, let's have a look. So, troops choices. We've got 2 squads of Necron warriors, 20 in each.
Yes.
10 flares and 10 blasters.
Hence the snow, to identify which weapon is which.
Yes, makes it a little bit easier from a distance to see what they are.
Yeah, very good.
And the other troops choice is Immortals. This is 10 Immortals. I should say this is a battalion detachment.
There's new choice, new rules have been added now for the Necrons, so can you explain about that?
There's been a change to the rules. There's a few more core
upgrades
units now, so these didn't used to be a core unit, but now they are. Yeah. And the flayed ones are also core.
Kind of makes sense to have that.
So they can receive some blessings.
That's good. Yes.
So for the elites choice, we've got the flayed ones, 5 flayed ones, just standard ones there, and we've got a squad of 6 Scorpec destroyers. 2 of them have got the hyperphase reap blades, and 4 have got the threshers.
Brilliant. Okay.
And then for fast attack, we've got the addition to the army that's just come off the painting table.
Yeah.
We've got 6 tomb blades.
Tomb blades, the classic tomb blades. Oh, it looks like they've got different weapons.
They have got different weapons. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford them when it came to doing the points, so we're going to have to call them all.
I must say this.
Particle beamers.
Are they magnetised?
No, they're not magnetised. I didn't have time to magnetise them and paint them, unfortunately.
Tut.
Those aren't what they are. They're all particle beamers.
Oh, they're all particle beamers. Yeah.
Because I wanted to put shield vanes on them all, so they've all got shield vanes, which gives them a 3-up save.
Nice. Okay.
So that's those.
Yep.
And the other fast attack is 9 bases of scarabs.
Brilliant. Okay. Well done.
Heavy support, 2 Canoptic Doomstalkers,
Oh yes.
as we've seen before many times.
Yes, lethal things they are when they hit.
When they hit, let's hope they do. They'll need to do that against all those tanks.
Yes. 2-up save now for Lehman Russes.
Yes.
So it's going to be a bit of a challenge here.
Yes, and the HQ choices. So we've paid some command points. You see them over the back there. So we've got Ozymandias in the Catacomb Command Barge. He is he's the warlord.
Yeah.
And he's got a relic, the Orb of Eternity.
Yep.
I've paid the points for that. We have the Dynastic Heirlooms Stratagem, 1 point, which allows another character to have a relic. So that's allowing this one, which we'll come to in a minute, to have a relic. He's also got 2 points for Hand of the Pharaon, which means he can do My Will Be Done to 2 units each turn.
Instead of 1.
Instead of 1.
Very clever.
He's got the Tesla Cannon.
Yep.
He has got the Warlord trait of Merciless Tyrant, which is Mephrit 1. So he's got +1 strength and +1 attack. And that's him.
Okay. Right.
Illumina Ceros, you can see we have a rarefied nobility. That means we can have another Warlord trait.
Oh, right.
So he's got a Warlord trait. He's got Enduring Will, which is -1 damage against him. So hopefully keep him alive a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And the other one is the Chronomancer,
Yeah.
which we used in the last game. Did very well. He's got the Entropic Lance, so he can punch quite hard. And the Cryptic Arcana he's got is Dimensional Sanctum, which basically lets him come in and do from Deep Strike.
Yeah.
And the relic that we paid the points for here gives him Veil of Darkness, which is the one where he can disappear from the board and take a unit with him and then come back later.
Yes. Tactical.
So those 4 points left me
With 8.
With 8.
So you did have 12.
did have 12, but
8.
I've paid. Hopefully, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
And pay those points in advance.
Brilliant. Okay.
And that comes to 1,998 points.
So it's 2 points short.
2 points short.
So 2 points short off the nose there. Fantastic looking army. And the beauty about Necrons is that they're easy to paint and they look good as well. So they're a brilliant army to collect. I'm not collecting them. Don't give that impression. I hate Xenos. We want to purge them. I'm an Imperial Zealot. So
these are
I hate the models.
This is the
I
command
love the
protocols that laid out 1 to 6 in that direction. So these will be the different turns.
Secret. So only Phil knows this combination, not his enemy, which is me today. So that there is the list. We're going to go straight on to scenario and deployment. Right, this is from the Grand Tournament 2021. I've got the old 2020. I didn't get to the 2021 version in my collection yet, but it is 2021. But it's pretty much exactly the same scenario and deployment here. So it is Grand Tournament 2021 Strike Force Priority Target. So the mission briefing. Intel reports indicate previous cargo is being transported through this region, but the exact whereabouts of these targets is yet to be confirmed. Locate and secure these sites at all cost. So, the mission rules, primary objectives, after players have chosen their deployment zones, but before they declare reserves and transports, the players reposition the objective markers labelled A and B, as described below. First, the attacker repositions either one objective marker labelled A or one objective marker labelled B. Secondly, the defender repositions one objective marker labelled A and the objective marker labelled B. An objective marker cannot be repositioned more than once. Finally, the attacker repositions the last objective marker labelled A or B that has yet to be repositioned. In all cases, when an objective marker is repositioned, you set it up wholly within 6 horizontally of its original position, and not or within any obstacles or defensible terrain features. After all the objective markers have been repositioned, each player secretly notes down one of the objective markers that is within their own territory to be a priority objective marker. This cannot be the objective marker in the centre of the battlefield. After both players have done so, they reveal their choices to their opponent. Primary objectives. Victory points are awarded for controlling the objective markers as follows. Take and hold progressive objective. Several strategic locations have been identified in your vicinity. You are ordered to assault these positions and hold them at any cost. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy for a maximum of 15 victory points. Point 1, they control 1 or more objective markers. Point 2, they control 2 or more objective markers. Point 3, they control more objective markers than their opponent controls. This primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round. Secondary objectives. In this mission, when the players are selecting their secondary objectives, they can, if they wish, choose one of them to be a priority target. See below. So, priority targets. Progressive objective. The cargo in this area is vital to our war efforts, and its recovery is your highest priority. Spare no efforts in securing it and ensuring that it does not fall into enemy hands. Score 3 victory points if you control either the priority objective markers C left at the end of your turn, or 5 victory points if you control both these objective markers at the end of your turn. So that there is the mission briefing. This is the scenario map and deployment. So we're going to decide in the next phase who's going to be the attacker and who's going to be the defender. So this is it. Priority target. Grand Tournament. Strike Force 2021. So before we go through the clarification of terrain and what our objective markers are, we're going to have a look at the terrain here. This terrain, in case you're wondering, is from Madgamingterrain. They have sent us this beautiful terrain. We've finally almost finished painting the larger ruins as well. Not ruins, the structural buildings here. So it's perfect really, because I've always wanted an ammunition supply buildings. So this is perfect. So really pleased that very kind of Madgamingterrain to send this to us. So a big shout out to them for sending this beautiful terrain. So as you can see here, I've scattered some additional ammunition here. You can just imagine the ammunition supply is coming in, out, and that kind of thing. So it's brilliant. So you can got a large building here, and the complex around there. I'll get my arm out of the way. So hand out of the way. There you go. And then we've got the top defence turret here. And then these actually lift up. These, if I move this objective marker out of the way, you can actually close them. So it's brilliant. It's all MDF. And what we've done is we put magnets on the little bridges here as well on the top. So we've done that there. We'll just come around. And then we've got from this perspective here. It's fantastic terrain. You can play this type of terrain for hours. So much character. These ones here are actually finished, but these are just as good. Comes to painting standards. So get in there, and there you go. So this here is the official army group. The supply buildings. So it works out absolutely brilliantly. So we're going to come back now. You've seen the terrain. So Madgamingterrain You can see the watermark in front of you, or you can check out the link in the video description below. So this is the deployment zone here. So we've decided that the Imperials are the defenders, whereas the Necrons are attacking, of course. They have breached through the defences, and it is the counter-offensive of the Cadians, led by the 8th Cadian Regiment, led by the Major, in this particular scenario, debuting on the channel for the first time. So, we've yet to roll off camera as to where the units will be deployed. So, we have an objective marker here. We have an objective marker here. We have an objective marker on the top there. One in the centre, and then one just there. These markers here will probably be moved for strategic purposes. So at the moment they're temporarily being placed there. So the clarification of terrain. Now we've gone for defensive barricades here because razor wire is quite nasty and is a perimeter fence, so they'll be getting a +1 to their saving throws if you're on the opposite side there. And then these are line of sight, defensible, and what else was there, Phil? Scalable, dense cover. So if you're actually on top of the building or inside the building, you will get those benefits. So it's -1 and +1 to your saving throws. If you're on top of these bridges here, it's just +1 to your saving throws. It's just to clarify that there. So that's the clarification of terrain. And the secondary objectives for the Necrons is... What have you gone for, Phil? He's just looking for
objectives. I've got bring it down.
He's got gone for bring it down.
You've got tanks.
I've got tanks.
The engage on all fronts.
Yep.
And priority targets, which is the secondary objective from this scenario. Yeah,
so I've gone for the same for the purposes of the scenario, because we like to keep the scenario going, because we are narrative players. We like to keep to the narrative when it comes to the actual scenario as well. It's quite good actually, the points you can get for that. So I've gone for achieve Octeris data, and I've gone for bring it down as well. So that there is the clarification of terrain and the secondary objectives, and we're going to go and do a roll off camera, and we're going to do alternate deployments now for the units. So the Necrons are attacking this complex. Before we've done our deployment, we've just done some minor adjustments to make our lives a little bit easier, and of course the viewers that are watching the video. Right, before we do any deploying of any of our forces, we just wanted to clarify a few bits here. So the objectives have been numbered. So we have number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. These are the secondary targets, but one of them is a priority target. We've chosen one secretly. I've chosen one of these two here. Phil is deliberating which one that is, and then Phil has chosen one of these as a priority target. So we've done that there, and we've marked them with a D4. So on the bottom of that D4 there is the actual number. So we kept that there for reference, and we've actually moved some of the objectives away 6 inches as well. So Phil's moved this one here away 6 inches, and then Phil has moved right at the back there, as you can see there, he's moved 6 inches away with that one. I've moved slightly with this over here, and then I've moved this objective over to here. So that there will be quite handy for the Astra Militarum, so I don't have to spread out as much. So it could be a quite good scenario here for holding objectives, but we do need to grab the priority objective, which is to secure Phil's objective markers and the central ground as well. So that's that clarified. We're going to go straight on to deployment. Right, we've done the deployment, and boy, it does look quite impressive in this particular terrain that we're playing on in this episode. So what I'll do is I'll talk about my forces, and then we'll talk about what Phil has done. So we have revealed the priority targets. It is number 3 for the Necrons, this is the priority target here. And for the Astra Militarum, you're probably guessing it is number 1. I've written it down in pencil. So it could be rubbed off. So I did write down it is number 1, and Phil has chosen number 3. Phil kind of regrets that it should have been number 4
Yeah.
for his priority target, but it wasn't to be. So this is the priority target here. So let's talk about deployment. So in reserve we have the Sentinels. They are coming on. Maybe on the flank, maybe on turn 2, maybe turn 3 they'll come on the sides to support here. Otherwise they'll just get shot to bits. So I've done that, spent a command point to do that, bringing my command tally down to 10. So we have Maxfield Knuckles' Leman Russ. I had to push it forward here. If I had pushed it back here, it would have been a waste of firepower with the Demolisher Cannon. I'm hoping that we'll go first. If we go first, that'll be absolutely fantastic, so therefore I'll get in range with the Demolisher Cannon against that central target to bring that down. If it's the other way, oh well, it's not to be, isn't it? So it all depends on the critical initiative dice roll. So Maxfield Knuckles' Leman Russ is deployed here. We have the white shields that are going to form a screen to go at the front there. We have Captain Comiskey leading from the back and giving the orders out to these squads. And then we have the Commissar behind, of course, with a bolt pistol at the white shields ahead. Have to keep an eye on the discipline there. And then we have a Chimera inside here, Luke Tringale's Chimera, and then we have Patrick Darling, Sergeant First Class Darling Squad is inside here. And then we have Devin Matthews' Leman Russ just here, and then we have another Leman Russ, anonymous Leman Russ this time, that is landed here. And then we have another infantry squad, their anonymous sergeant inside, and then we have Tyler Gavin, who's in command of this Chimera here. So the Chimeras, the patrons in command of the Chimeras today, which will make it a little bit interesting when it comes to switching the characters around, different roles in amongst the army group. So I've done that there. So we have a special weapons of plasma, and we have special weapons of demolition squad team here, command retinue over here, and then we, of course, we have the Major Joseph Darling in command of this force here, giving out his orders. So then we have the Wyvern, Winston Adkins' Wyvern, just back there. We have another full unit of 30 white shields, and we have the tactical officer George Whitehall in command there on the left flank. And then we have the Chimera tucked in out of line of sight just for tactical reserve purposes. Now we go on to the Necrons, and Phil is going to tell us what's going to be happening here. So what's happening, Phil? How have you deployed?
So we've got one group of troops, the Wickham Warriors, in the centre here, ready to go wherever it's necessary. Mm-hmm. And over that side is the other squad. They're keeping an eye on that objective, with that Doomstalker as well. Mm-hmm. This Doomstalker sitting here to have a view down the table, see whatever comes this way. But there's not a lot of targets. It seems to have scared off a lot of the armour, which is okay. That's tactical. Maybe that means the armour is going to be focused on that side, and I can swing around this side. HQ choices are hiding in some cover, ready to bless and do whatever they do. The first few turns. The Scorpec destroyers, again, always a priority target. They're hiding away so they don't get shot in the first turn.
Targets.
The little, lovely little Necron scarabs are sitting here, ready to run as fast as they can towards that central objective and sit on it and hopefully be annoying.
Scarabs cannot perform actions because they have the swarm keyword. Right, So, but they can score objective marker points, but they cannot perform actions. Right. So, anything else?
And the Tomb Blades in cover at the back here, ready to go wherever necessary.
They are fast and agile. So there'll be the response units here. Anything in reserve?
Chromancers in reserve with the flayed ones.
So that's the reserves there for the Necrons. So, okay, We have done the deployment. It is time for the golden holocron of destiny once again for the army group. What is inside this holocron? I wonder if Games Workshop will reveal a Cadian dice. Maybe that's what's inside. We shall find out. Phil is just getting his dice. Which one are you choosing?
I found the gold dice.
He's found the dice. Is that real gold? Let me feel the weight.
It's real gold, solid gold.
Dear me. An upgraded version.
It's from SSWG.
SSWG.
Donated
Forged in the fire of the club. Will Phil roll first? Or
The Xenos go first, don't they, normally? Is that right?
Yeah, I suppose so. That's 6.
Oh!
Boxcars. Okay. 4. A 4 again.
This could be a
Third time roll. 5. A 5. 5.
I've never seen anything.
This is the first time ever. 3 times. I don't think Luke's matched that. A 6.
There you go.
The Imperial Guard Astra Militarum, after 4 dice rolls,
Try to get
will be going first. Oh, we needed that actually, because we could do damage here against this unit here and start softening up some targets here. So that was a big roll for the Astra Militarum. The Astra Militarum will roll first. And we're going to take off the dice. The deployment is over. The initiative has done, and it's been stolen by the 18th Cadian Army Group. The Major wants to take this sector, and he'll do anything in his tactical mind to bring down the Xenos. It is Astra Militarum. Turn 1, battle round 1. Beginning of the command phase for the 18th Cadian Army Group. We have 10 command points, now we have 11 command points. Necrons have abilities starting at the command phase, new battle round. So what are you going to do, Phil?
I'm choosing Directive 1 of the Protocol of the Southern.
Directive 1. Okay, so he's gone for Protocol of the Sudden Storm. So Directive 1, add 1 to the move characteristic of models in this unit. So he's done that to grab objectives quickly. So that's the end of the command phase for the Necrons. Movement phase completed at the end of turn 1 for the Astra Militarum. We've moved 4.5 inches with this Leman Russ here, so that therefore it will still get the grinding advance ability with its primary weapon. So the Demolisher is pushed forward here, hoping to take down that walker there in extra fire support with this squad. Now what I've done here is I've moved the Leman Russes more than 5 inches for grind advance, so therefore I am within 6 inches of this Leman Russ to issue orders here to Devin Matthews' tank as well, working as comrades as they are with fellow Patreons. So that's the plan there. I've advanced 3 inches with this special weapons team of melters. We have an infantry squad still inside, and we've moved forward normally with this infantry squad, pressing forward 6 inches there, just to soften up some targets here. Probably not to destroy any, but casualties is better for the enemy. At least we'll do some damage there. I've pressed forward 11 inches with this special weapons team. They've come through the building, moved 8, and then any of the remaining moves they've went down a level just to there. The demolitions team stood still. The company command squad, the major himself, he is there with his command party, and the Wyvern has stood still for artillery support. The White Shields have pressed forward. They pressed forward 12 inches over to there, as you can see, right to there. The Warrant Officer has advanced an additional 2 inches there as well to issue orders. And this Chimera has stood still for the purposes of tactical reserves. So that is the end of the movement phase. There is no psychers in this force, in this detachment. So we're going to go straight on to orders, shooting phase for the Astra Militarum. Right, we've done the orders at the beginning of the shooting phase. I'm going to do Smoke and Shroud with the company commander, because the tank commander, because if he survives, it's going to be nasty. I don't want that tank destroyed. So I'm going to do Smoke and Shroud and give it as much protection as possible. So it's going to fire all its weapons, and it's going to do a -1 to hit rolls for enemy. I'm going to do exactly the same order for this tank here as well. Suspending an additional command point that I've gained, and I've spent it for this Leman Russ here. And I've done move from the company commander, Captain Komeski, has issued an order to them to move behind, further behind the tank there. And I've done first rank fire, second rank fire with the White Shields. No orders have been issued here because there is no need at the moment. However, the Warrant Officer has issued an order to the White Shields to do forwards for the Emperor, meaning they've advanced already, and they'll get to shoot, at least with their las guns. So that's the orders phase completed for the Astra Militarum. We're going to go straight onto the shooting phase now. Okay, I've done some tactical thinking here with regards to stratagems from the new expansion book that Games Workshop have released. So I've spent 2 command points. I should have done this in the movement phase, but this is all new book I've yet to learn. Phil has very kindly allowed me to do this. So I spent 2 command points, and I'm going to do the shock troops ability. Now this here applies to Cadian units. If it's applied to infantry, it's 1 command point, but otherwise it's 2 command points. So it says Cadian unit, and it does have the Cadian keyword, so I'm going to apply that to the Leman Russ Demolisher here, enhancing the firepower. So basically, shock troops is you get to reroll your 1s to hit, and furthermore, if you're in half range, which I'm not in this case, it would be a further AP -1. It's pretty handy there. So shock troops stratagem has been applied here. The target, obviously, I'm going to select is, what's that unit called, Phil?
It's a Doomstalker.
The Doomstalker. So I'm going to go for the Doomstalker here, and we are going to do the Demolisher Cannon. I'm going to do the Demolisher Cannon. Here we go. So this is the number of shots, ordnance. Boxcars! That's 12 shots with the Demolisher Cannon. What a debut for Maxfield Knuckles from the 501st. Knuckleheads. Right. So, 3s to hit, and because of the shock troop stratagem, it's reroll 1s to hit. Reroll that 1. Failure. Never mind. But still, 10 hits. Because he's a tank commander. This is strength 10. Your toughness is...
6.
6, so 3s to wound. And, wow, okay. That's 8 saves of AP -3. Each is D6 damage.
8 saves.
8 saves of 4+ invulnerable. Okay, he's rolling here. Oh, that is 6 have gone through. And how many wounds does this monstrosity have?
12.
12. 66 damage. I need 12. And it's been blown away, it looks like. So that there is 11, 14, 17, 19, 24 damage.
It doesn't explode.
It doesn't explode. And that is an extra secondary objective point achieved. And that was the first shot of the game. Wow. So this White Shield squad, only 5 are in long range. But they do get first rank fire, second rank fire. I'm going to shoot into the Necron warriors. Needing 5s. Only 3 hits. And 5s to wound. 1 save on your Necron warriors. So 4+ save. And no, 1 has been brought down. Laser from the Chimera is going to shoot into the warriors. 2 hits. Strength 6 and toughness 4. That's 2 wounds. No AP. So 4 to save. Saves 1. So do you want to take this one down?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, so he's going to take this one down here. The Eradicator here is going to shoot maximum shots into the warriors here. So needing 4s. And 2 have hit their mark. Strength 6, 3s. That's 2 wounds. That's AP -2. Ignores cover as well, Eradicator. So they've got a 4+ save, so AP -2. So you should have a 6+ save.
6, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 6-ups. Nope, and each does D3 damage as well. So another 2 have been brought down. We've got to do reanimation actually for the Necron warriors. So the first unit that shot, so that's 1 dice, so 5+, yes. So
that's him.
That was him, so he's back. And then another unit that shot,
No.
he's not back, so he still remains laying down. And then the other 2, I've got to do the extra shooting actually.
Yeah.
So a single las cannon shot, because there's no other targets. So needing a 4, which hits, 2s, it's AP -3, so D6 damage. So does he get back up?
So there's 3 of them.
Yeah, so 3 of them. So 5s.
Yeah, 3 of them. Okay.
Yeah. None. So they have been brought down as well. I'm going to spend 2 command points here because I've got a Liam Russ on standby. And I want to do extra firepower to bring this unit down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 2 command points to do overlapping fields of fire. Bringing my command tally to 6 command points. Right, the Eradicator, second Eradicator, is going to fire the las cannon. Do they have reanimation protocols, the Scarabs?
No, they have living metal.
They have living metal. Okay, so 4 wounds each. Quite tempted to knock one out. Yeah, we'll fire the las cannon into the Scarab base, and then we'll fire the second Eradicator. It's going to shoot into this squad here. Flat 6 shots again, because there's more than 10 models. 3s. That's not that great, actually. I missed with 3. 3s to wound. 2 wounds, ignoring cover, AP -2, so 2 6-up saves. Saves none. And that's the end of that unit, so you get to your reanimation protocols. So it's another 2 that have been brought down. So which ones did you want to take down here? So you've got regular gauze, weapons, or the carbines.
I'll take the short range ones away.
Short way ones. These ones
I
here.
don't expect they're going to get into to shoot. I want to keep the long range ones.
He wants to keep the long range ones. Okay. So that's reanimation protocols there. The las cannon now is going to shoot, needing a 4+ to hit, which hits its target, and its toughness 3, so 2s. 2 is a wound, that's AP -3, and on a 4+, the unit is, the model is obliterated. No! So 1 remains with 1 wound remaining. The Wyvern is going to fire the Storm Shard Mortar over here. Right, the Storm Shard Mortar is going to fire into here. Now, I've been corrected in the comments section from the past. I think this is the correct interpretation. As it is a single weapon for 4 of the Storm Shard Mortars, it's a flat 6 automatic shots. Then the rest is 3d6. I think that is the correct way of doing blast. It's a good job as well, because I rolled a 111. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll the ordnance here. I'm going to spend a CP for that, because that is ridiculous. So it's 6 plus 3d6. So that is another 12 shots. There's 18 shots coming in hot. Right, the Storm Shard Mortar is hitting on 3s because of overlapping fields of fire. Here we go. Reroll 1s because we stood still and we're Cadians. Reroll those 1s. Pretty good. Only 2 have missed. And strength is 4, and your toughness is 4.
Yeah.
And I reroll wound rolls because of the nature of the weapon. So needing 4s. So rerolling these 4s. So good job we reroll these wounds. I don't think I'm going to kill them. No, I don't think I'm going to kill them. But a lot of damage is going to come through, and I think he's going to enhance them to come back again. But still, damage has been sustained, and you have to roll 7 wounds. 7 wounds. The heavy bolter is out of line of sight. So
any AP?
no AP, nothing, just a flat armor save, and that's below average. So 4 models have been slain, and that's the end of the shooting there. So he gets reanimation of 5+, which he saves 3. So after all that, only 1 has been brought down. I suppose he wants to take down one of the carbines. So that model there has been slain. Just checked the rules. We're just going to let it pass. Necron warriors get to reroll 1s when doing reanimation protocols. So hold it right there in the comments below.
Yes.
Right, we've pre-measured off camera. Not all within 24 against the Necron warriors. So 8 were out of range. Those 8 are in range of the scarabs. So we're going to fire those 8 now with the white shields, and then the remaining firepower is going to shoot into the warriors. So the 8 white shields shooting. 5s to hit, would you believe, because they're white shields. So hitting their mark here, and your toughness 3. So that's 4 to wound, and 2 have wounded. So you've got a 6+ save, because you are a scarab after all. 1 goes through, which is enough to bring down a base. So now he gets to reanimate with the remaining wounds, and that is gone. That base has been removed. Now the remaining firepower into the warriors. 5s. Just picked off the dice. That's pretty good firepower. It's 10 hits for these white shields. Now 5 to wound. That's 3 saves of your Necron warriors. So needing 4 to save. No, 2 have been brought down. Now they get reanimation protocols, re-rolling those 1s. So 1 has been brought down here. No doubt they will come back. Right, that concludes the shooting phase for the Astra Militarum. No charges have been declared, and we're going to do the morale phase now for the enemy. So, by the looks of things, this warrior squad has lost 6, and their leadership is 10. So Phil's going to roll a dice. Let's see what he gets. And that is a 3, leadership 9, perfect. So that's that morale there resolved, and they will not budge as well. I don't think the scarabs will run away as well. So that is the end of the morale phase, and that concludes the turn. And we're going to score some secondary objective points. We have destroyed a vehicle model, didn't we? So we do get extra points for that, for bringing down that vehicle. At the end of the turn for the Astra Militarum, we have scored 2 victory points for bringing down the Doomstalker there. So it's good news for the Astra Militarum. A good start here, a solid start for the 18th. The Major is impressed, but it is the Necron's turn. We know the firepower and close combat capability that they have. So it is only fair that they have their turn. So it's turn 1, battle round 1 for the Necrons. Beginning of the command phase for the Necrons. They were on 8 command points. Now they're back up to 9 command points here. Enhancements have been placed on particular units. Phil, tell us what you've done.
The Overlord has blessed the Warriors and the Immortals.
And the Immortals.
+1 to hit.
You can do it twice because of his relic and traits there.
Illuminors has restored this model back to this group. So
of course.
to make them
come back. Yeah, they're full strength again. So that's good. Solid command phase there on turn 1 for the Necrons. We're going to go straight on to the movement phase. It's the end of the movement phase for the Necrons on turn 1. Some tactical thinking here. It's taken a bit of time as to what Phil's plan is. And Phil does have a plan. He thinks it's a bit of a nightmare situation. I'll allow him to explain. Phil, tell us what has happened.
Yes, so I've literally deployed incorrectly from the start of the game. Therefore, I've got no defence against that entire.
It's a wall of steel.
So I'll
just
leave those there. Everyone else is coming this way.
Okay.
And it'll be a case of seeing what happens with points and objectives at the end of the game. Because nothing else I can do. Nothing's in visual. So they've just advanced. They've just moved forward 6 inches because of my command protocol. They get an extra 1 inch.
Yep. So 6-inch move to there, securing this objective.
These guys have run 3 inches around here.
Yep. Well, is it supposed to be like that there, or should I just move them? Like that?
That's
fine. Okay, that's fine. Just to correct that, it looks a bit odd. That's all.
The Immortals haven't moved. They're staying still.
Oh, they're staying still.
Shoot.
Okay.
Xeris and Ozymandias have moved across. They've jumped over.
They have their names.
Here. Just pull these guys who have moved forward. The Scarabs have run, moved forward. Haven't run. They've moved forward to be nearer the objective.
Okay.
To be honest, I could have run those. I think I will. If that's
okay. He's going to run. We'll let him run and do that. So additional 1. So they're going to secure this objective here. Looks like they're not going to charge. They're just going to hold on to that objective there. And hope and pray to the Necron forces that they survive the firepower.
Tomb Blades have run to there.
Yes, the Tomb Blades debuting on the channel.
The Doomstalker was deployed here. Again, it was a mistake because he wasn't on the objective. I could have easily put him on the objective, but I didn't. So now I've moved him to the objective. So he's now moved. He's at low power.
But you can't score on the first turn anyway, so it didn't really matter.
I shouldn't have to move him. So he should be sitting there now, not moving.
Okay.
He's moved. Now he's on low power.
Oh, okay. So you can't have the full power.
Mistake. So full of mistakes, I'm afraid. Not a lot for you guys to watch on there. So
the Necrons here are not infallible. Is that what you are saying?
Not that I'm using.
The Xenos. So this could be a chance here. The Necrons, are they acting panicky? We shall find out. Well, the firepower will be unleashed nonetheless. We're going to go straight on to... There's no psychic, because Necrons don't have psychers. We're going to go straight on to the shooting phase for Necrons. Right, spending a command point due to the fact that this Necron warrior unit is going to select the white shields as a target. So therefore, I'm going to spend a new stratagem from the new expansion book, Cadian stands. So your damage 1 weapons, for me, I get +1 to my saving throws at the end of the phase. So that'd be quite handy there. 10 shots, needing 2s because of my ready to be done. Strength 4.
Yep.
And toughness 3. 3's to wound. So that there is 4 saves there of AP -1. It's a 6+ save, but Cadian stands damage 1 weapons +1 to the saving throws, needing 5s. Not that it made any difference whatsoever. 4 have been slain. Mortals are going to shoot into the same unit. Gain Cadian stands.
They're hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s may well be done. Couple of 1s there. Strength of the weapon is 5, I'm presuming. Is it strength 5?
Strength 5, AP minus 2.
AP minus 2. We'll get a saving throw here because of Cadian stands. So 5 saves of 6 plus. Cadian stands, none. So another 5 have been brought down. 6 shots. Going to fire the low power node on the Doom Stalker. It's going to shoot into the White Shields. Now your
heavy D6.
What's the damage?
D3.
Now 1s and 2s ignore because of Cadian stands, but I don't get the +1 to my saving throws. So anything that's more than damage 1, 1s and 2s ignore damage. More than 10 models, so needing 4s to hit.
3.
The strength of the weapon is...
Low power, strength is 8.
Okay, so 1s and 2s ignore damage because it's Cadian stands. Okay, 3 have been pulverised. Shooting now.
Command bars is shooting into these guys.
Okay, into the White Shields. Okay.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s, yes. And strength of the weapon. Oh, what's your damage?
Damage 1.
Damage 1. Okay, so damage 1.
Strength 6.
Strength 6.
No AP.
No AP. Okay. AP minus of nothing.
Nothing, no.
So I do get a 4+ save because of Cadian stands. Because it's only 1 damage.
Hit roll of 6 scores 2 additional hits.
Oh, okay. So you roll 2.
That's the wound roll, wasn't it?
That was the wound roll. We'll check that off camera, see how many additional hits he gets. We checked, there's no 6s. I saved 1, but 2 more have been brought down, so 14 casualties on the White Shield squad over there. Luminor Zeps is going to fire his weapon now against the White Shields. 1 shot.
1 shot.
Hitting on 3s.
Hit on 3s.
Hits. 1s and 2s ignore.
AP minus 4. Strength 6.
Yeah.
No, yeah, strength 8.
Yep, strength 8. So it's a 2, ignores it because of Cadian stands. So that's a failed wound there. That's paid off a little bit there. Right, these Necron warriors, they are going to shoot into the White Shields.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go into the White Shields here. There's no buffs or stratagems onto them. Shots. Needing 3s. Oof. Only 4 hits?
Yep.
Strength is 4. Toughness 3. Oh, 1 wound. That was a bit of a shocker. AP minus 1, so 6 up save. And I save it as well. No damage from the warrior squad over here. Right, that's the end of the shooting phase, and there's no charges. So therefore it's the end of the turn. So we're going to calculate points here. I'm going to do morale for the White Shields over here. I've lost 14 casualties. Do I spend 2 command points? Yes, I will spend 2 command points to carry on as normal. Right, okay, so I've automatically passed their morale, the White Shields around the back here. So they've done that. And that stratagem is called Insane Bravery. So hence the stratagem has been spent. 2 command points there to keep the morale up there. So there's the end of the turn actually. We're going to go on to a new battle round, and there's no further secondary objective points achieved for the Necrons. So it's still, the score is 2-0 to the Astra Militarum, and the Astra Militarum have yet to do their turn. It is a new battle round. Battle round 2, turn 2 for the forces of Cadian. Command phase. I regain a command point on. Was on 2, back up to 3 command points now for the Cadians. Right, it's the other segment of the command phase on the Astra Militarum. The Necrons are going to be doing both. The Protocol of the Vengeful Stars. So Directive 1, the armor penetration characteristic attack by 1, so improve that. So on a wound roll of 6, so that's pretty handy. And also for Directive 2, as it is Mithric Dynasty, they get to have both. So each time a model of this unit makes a ranged attack that targets unit within half the range that does not receive the benefits of cover. to the saving throw against their attack. So very handy there for the Necrons. Calculated primary objectives for the Astra Militarum. We have scored 10 victory points. We've secured an objective here, secured an objective there. So we have scored 10 victory points for the Astra Militarum, bringing the total to 12-0 now for the Astra Militarum as we go on to the movement phase. Turn 2, battle round 2. Right, it's the end of the movement phase on battle round 2, turn 2 for the forces of the Astra Militarum. So, over here, we've advanced the white shields to form a screen to protect the Leman Russ tank commander, the heroic Leman Russ tank commander, over here. And the next thing that I've done was I moved the commander forward, Captain Chris Comiskey and the Commissar. And then we kept the infantry squad inside Luke Schwinger's Chimera. That is Sergeant First Class Darling is in here. And then we kept the team back behind the Chimera here. These Leman Russes have stood still for the purposes of firepower. We want to try and eradicate those scarabs if we can, or the Necron warriors, depending on the targets that will be acquired. So also what I've done is I disembarked this infantry squad here, and then embarked the plasma team inside the Chimera for more of a tactical use here. And then the Chimera has swung across over to here to secure this objective, and I've pushed forward the company command squad a bit further inside the building here, and the demolitions team are inside the building complex there. The Wyvern has stood still, making the most of the firepower and maximum firepower and precision aiming from the Cadian traits themselves. So that there is the end of the movement phase. We're going to go straight on to the orders and shooting phase. Orders have been issued. I'm going to do Smite at Will with this tank commander here. I'm going to do Forwards for the Emperor for this White Shield section here, White Shield squad. And then we have first rank fire, second rank fire for this infantry squad, from this Voxcaster within 3 of the Warlord to within 18 inches of another Voxcaster, casting that there, successfully issued there. Now the great thing about White Shields is that they get rid of the Raw Recruits ability and is replaced with White Shields, so orders are automatically passed for White Shields, which is absolutely fantastic, making the White Shields a little bit more disciplined now when it comes to orders. And then automatically passing over here with the White Shields, they're going to do first rank fire, second rank fire as well with that Cadian White Shield squad over there. So there is the orders. We're going to go straight on to the shooting phase now for the Astra Militarum. Right, everything from this Leman Russ Demolisher, the command tank, is going to shoot into the warriors here. So it is 6 minimum, or 7 really, because 2d6 with grind advance. So that's 10 shots, can't complain. 10 shots here with the Demolisher cannon. Hitting on 3s, I'm going to get rid of that advanced die there. And I'm going to re-roll 1s because of the order Smite at Will. That's a cock die, I'll re-roll that. Okay, that's a miss there. So that's 5 hits, and these will be killing on 2s because it's strength 10, each minus of 3. And 4 have wounded, so 4 have been brought down, and I've still got multi-melter shots to do. So 4 multi-melter shots, needing 3s. 3 have hit their mark, and toughness is 4, so 2s. Again, another 3 more have been brought down, and a single las cannon. That's a hit, and a 2 to wound, and that's a 1. So 7 casualties in total from the Demolisher. So now it is the reanimation protocols, re-rolling those 1s for warriors. That's a good roll. So 3 have got back up, but looks like 5 have been brought down here.
Probably, was it 7?
Yeah, 7, yeah. So 4 have been brought down.
Yeah.
over here. This Chimera is going to shoot into the warriors. And before I forget, I'm going to do the lasgun array. Needing 4s, because the ballistic skill of the vehicle, not the infantry. Another wound on the Necron warriors. And that's a save, because there's no AP. By the way, I've declared all the shooting from the Chimera into the squad. Multi-laser, I missed. So reanimation of nothing because they passed their armour save. The white shields into the warriors. Calculated is 50 shots with the white shields into the warriors, needing 5s. Next batch of 25, needing 5s. So that was 15 hits in total from both rounds of firing. So needing 5s to wound. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 saves of reanimation. So 9 saves, sorry, not 9 saves of armour save and then reanimation. This squad feels just getting the dice ready. It's a lot of firepower. White shields are a little bit more disciplined now. Rolls. So forced to save, and then afterwards it's got reanimation protocols as well. So that there is 6 reanimations. Rerolling 1s because they're warriors. So 2 have been saved, but 4 warriors have been brought down. The Wyvern artillery support is going to shoot into the warriors here. So it's minimum of 3 shots, well, minimum of 6, I think, because of the 1s as well. So 46 shots. So that there is 15 shots. There's 18 shots because of the 3 for the ordnance. This is Winston Adkins' Wyvern. Let's see if his Bombardier's tactic has paid off. So, needing 4s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s because of the Cadian doctrine of born soldiers. Generates another hit. 9 hits. Strength 4. Rerolling failed wound rolls because of the nature of the weapon. So that there in total is 5 wounds, no AP. No AP minus. Saves 3, and that's all the shooting there. So reanimation for those 2. Reroll 1s because of the warriors, and that saved them as well. So just 1. So 1 has been brought down.
Yeah, whichever.
So that one there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another one brought down. This Lehman Russ Eradicator, commanded by Devin Matthews, is going to shoot into this squad. Maximum firepower. Change of tactics here. I'm going to do the Eradicator cannon into them. We're going to fire the multi-melters and the las cannons into the scarabs. There's 2d6 shots. There's no minimum 3 because there's 5 models or less. So that's 8 shots with the Eradicator. 8 shots here. Okay. Needing 4s, I stood still. And I reroll those 1s because of the Doctrine Arcadia. No further hits, unfortunately. This is strength 6. 3s. 2 wounds. This is AP minus 2, ignoring cover. Because of the nature of the weapon. So 2 have failed, and that's all the firepower from that unit. Another 2 have been brought down here. So the multi-melters into the scarab bases. Rerolling 1s. Shame. A great shame. So 2 have hit their mark. 2's to possibly kill. Yes, that's AP minus of 4. And now this is D6 damage each, not within armor bane, so don't get the +2. So 2 wounds, it's a bit of a shame, and then another one is 5. So that's a whole base destroyed. And that's the las cannon is next, which hits its mark, which wounds its mark to strength 9, toughness of 3, and D6 damage. Yes, the full 6, so another base is gone, and that concludes the firepower of that unit there. So reanimation protocols for the scarab bases. So he's just getting the reanimation, see what dice roll he gets. So he could bring a base back. Here with some amount of wounds. Yeah, brought back a base because it's 4 wounds. So, annoyance here. It's going to do that. Yeah, can't even be of an engagement range because other counts close combat. It's going to go straight back to there. So the Eradicator, the back one, is going to shoot its primary weapon into there because the multi-melters are out of range. So I'm going to do the other multi-melter or sponsor multi-melter set into the Scarabs, and then the las cannon is going to shoot into the Scarabs as well because there's no other targets. So the Eradicator cannon is 2d6 shots, stood still. That's 9 shots, that's pretty good. So getting 9 dice ready. Needing those 4s. Only 3 hits! So 3s to wound. Oh no! Failed! I failed to wound, no damage. No. Oh no, never mind. So it's down to the multi-melters here. So multi-melters. Actually, it would be quite good if we didn't destroy them because we could be on that objective there. So I take that back and make do a forward charge here with the conscripts. Now the multi-melters into the Scarabs, tucked behind that building over there. Needing 4s. 3 have hit their mark this time. 2s. 2 have wounded. And d6 damage a time. First one is dead, unless it's reanimated. And 3 for another base. So Phil has got to make 4 dice rolls to see if it comes back. It doesn't, unfortunately. So a base is gone, but another one has taken 3 wounds down to 1 wound remaining. And the las cannon to pick it off, which re-rolls 1s, thankfully, because it stood still, and I rolled 2 anyway. So that's that done there. This white shield squad is going to start shooting into the warriors. Right, it's 64 shots, would you believe? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 32 at a time. Because rapid fire 4 because of the order. So needing 5s to hit. 14 hits so far, pretty good. And 5s again. 5 hits so far, needing 5s to wound against the warriors. So it looks like I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wounds on the warriors. 10 wounds, so 10 saves of 4 plus. Well, Phil managed to save some, and that concludes all the firepower from there. So he will get his reanimation on top. 4 to save. He saved 5 of them, and he gets to roll the remaining dice, needing 5s, rerolling 1s for reanimation protocol. And after all that, 64 shots, I managed to bring down 2. Oh dear. The Chimera is going to fire its multi-laser into the Scarab. And then I'm going to fire the heavy bolters into the warriors. And I'm going to fire the lasgun array into the warriors as well. So lasgun array at long range, hitting 4s, because there's occupants inside. 3 have hit their mark. And 1 has wounded, so 5 plus save. Nope. Yes, you have. Well done. 4. Yeah, 4 plus is a save. And that's the end of that shooting there. So no reanimation because he's passed. Now the heavy bolter. Oh, beg your pardon. There's a heavy bolter round coming. So maybe want some reanimation. 1 has hit their mark. And no wound. And then the multi-laser into the Scarabs, trying to pick off a base here. So 2 have hit their mark, and it's strength 6, so it's 2s to wound. 1 wound, 1 saving throw of 6 plus. Ah, and he saves it. Absolutely typical. Arrgh. Right, okay. So, I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to fix bayonet and charge against both squads. That's what I'm going to do. So the white shields are going to charge both the scarabs and the warriors. Spend a command point here to overwatch against the white shields. Yep, overwatch.
Gauss flares.
Gauss flares.
20 shots.
In 6s. 1. 1. And freeze 2 wounds. That's a wound. And that's AP -1. I'm not going to spend a command point for Cadian stands because he will die. One of the white shields is gone. Okay. Next round of firing.
This is the Gauss Reaper's 16 shots.
16 shots. That's a bit better. So that's 4 have hit their mark.
These are AP -2.
Yep, so these will cut through the armour on 3s, which cuts through 2 of them. So 3 casualties in total for the white shields. The charge distance now is 8. They will make it in. Right, the white shields are going to charge into the warriors. We need a 7. We have a command point on standby. This is quite important here. That's a 2. So that's a 4. I'm going to have to spend a CP. I'm down to 2 command points. Need a 7. This is the reroll. Both dice have to be rolled. And that's a 9. That's perfect. It's a 9-inch charge. The white shields are in. Sacrifice of a CP, but nonetheless we have made it into close combat, which is great news here because we actually hold this objective here by the number of models within the objective marker range. But we're going to go straight into close combat now for the forces of the Astra Militarum. 11 attacks with the white shield against the scarabs. The other 2 attacks are going to go onto the warriors. Needing 5s because they are white shields. Only 3 have hit their mark. Forced to wound, 2 wounds, 2 saves, a 6+ on your scarabs. And 1 base is gone unless you do a reanimation protocol. So 4 dice, all of these needs 5 pluses. A valiant attempt, but not quite. So a base has been removed there from the scarabs. There you go. Very nice models. The new models for the Necrons. And then missed with the white shields against the warriors. How predictable. So next is the charge over there. 14 attacks against the warriors, needing 5s. I'm so used to rolling 4s, but the white shields need better training. 5s to wound, 2 wounds on the warriors. So of AP minus of nothing. It's the bayonet, 1 wound, and reanimation. And that's reanimated as well. So the warriors get 3 attacks each. Sorry, 3 attacks in total against the white shields.
I've got to do that as well, haven't I?
Yeah, it's all done simultaneously.
Okay, right.
So you can do that there. So any wound roll of 6 and a further AP minus 1 because of the dynasty trait here.
I don't know what am I. 4, am I?
Yeah, your weapon skill of 3
3.
plus. Yeah. So 3 attacks for the warriors. 2 have missed, 1 has hit. And 3s to wound. 6s are AP minus 1. No damage on both sides here for this close combat here. The consolidation move that the Necrons have responded to against the white shields. Right, the number of attacks. So this is the scarab base. Are you going to sacrifice the scarab base?
No.
No, it's not going to do it. Okay, so needing 4s. Now 6s are automatic wounds when rolling to hit with scarabs because of the nature of the little blighters. 3, toughness 3, needing 4s to wound. So that's another 4 wounds. So that brings the total to 7. I have here 6, 7. 5s to save. I save 4, another 3 have been brought down. Right, I took off 3 white shields from over here. So, because of the piling move we done earlier on, the warriors will get to attack with 2 of them. I'd say plus him as well, so 3 attacks. So needing 3s and 3s to wound. It wounds. 5 up save. It saves. The flak armour holds. So the morale is 6.
Now do I do consolidation?
No, consolidation's done after you've done your before your attacks. Yeah. So that there is the end of close combat. I'm going to go straight on to morale. I'm thinking of not spending command points here. So 1 automatically flees because their leadership's 6. I'll see what I get anyway. So 5. Okay. So 1 flees, and then I have 9 models remaining. 1s and 2s, they run away as well. They are only white shields after all. Only 3 in total. So I'm going to take off these. The rest remain in close combat. And your scarabs, I think they'll be alright. Purposes of morale, they leadership 10 for scarabs. So they should be okay. So they automatically pass there because they leadership 10. And the warriors leadership 10 as well, so they're okay. Now the old warriors over here are in a bit of trouble. So you'll automatically fail your morale test unless you roll a 1, because they'll automatically pass insane bravery with the dice. So you want to roll with 6 if you want to roll that, Phil. So if you roll a 1, they will pass their morale automatically.
Well, how many command points to automatically pass?
2, yeah. But if you roll a 1, you'll automatically pass anyway. I will trump you in points though because of the fact that I'm troops. He's just thinking here, how's he going to survive? And not only that, oh, you could bring some back, I suppose. He's thinking no. Okay, he's too far away. Made his choice. He's spending 2 command points. He has got 6 command points remaining still. So they will automatically pass their morale. So that there is resolved. I'm going to double check now the morale over on here. I don't think we've suffered any casualties. No. So that there is the end of the Cadians turn here. We're going to go on to a new... have we destroyed any units? Whole units? I don't think we have actually. So no, so still the score remains at 12-0 for the Astra Militarum. But the Necrons, it is their turn. We're going to go on to a new turn. It is Battle Round 2, Turn 2 for the Necrons. Command phase. So now they are back up to 7 command points. A healthy command points balance here. Okay, for the primary objectives for the Necrons, they've only scored 5 victory points here because they've only secured this one here. We trump this Necron warrior squad over here with the amount of Astra Militarum bodies securing this objective, and it's exactly the same with this white shield squad because these scarabs are fast attack choice and the white shields are troops, so troops trump all the other choice slots here. So it's only 5 points, bringing the score to 12 points to 5 for the Necrons. So that brings the score to 12-5 for the Astra Militarum. We're going to go straight on to the movement phase now for the Necrons. Right, it's the end of the movement phase for the Necrons. We've been talking about it behind the scenes here. It's a bit frustrating for the Necrons because normally they'd have lots of shooting firepower, but because of all these line of sight blocking terrain, it's proven to be a little bit of a nightmare for the firepower when it comes to the Necrons. So it looks like they've been, I wouldn't say overwhelmed, it's just a bit annoyance, isn't it, in a way. So it's a bit difficult to allocate and find acquired targets. So
I've got, that's about all I can shoot.
That's literally
your whole army.
what he can do, just smaller units, which is a bit frustrating. The Xenos are a bit angry here. They may go into overload. So Phil, is there anything else that you've done in particular?
Yes, my dice rolls carried on being great. He blessed them and them with my will be done.
Yep.
And then Luminosaurus did his mechanical augmentation on this unit. I rolled a 6 to make them +1 ballistics skill anyway for the rest of the game. So nothing really happened.
Nothing really happened. It looks like the flayed ones have turned up over there on the flank, and the Chronomancer has turned up, and also the what are they called? The my name's for Xenos. Tomb Blades. That's the one. The Tomb Blades have come along this flank over here. So that is the end of the movement phase. There's no psychic. You can go straight onto the shooting phase now. For the Necrons, Doomstalker has selected a target. It is into this Chimera over here. Raycross's Chimera has been targeted. D6 shots. 5 shots. Okay.
Hitting on 4s?
Hitting on 4s, I believe. 4s to hit. Okay. It's completely missed.
Command reroll?
Command reroll with 1 dice. And that is a 5. Okay. Can't complain. Now it is strength is 10. And it's AP minus of 5.
Strength 10, AP minus 5.
Yep, AP minus 5. And its toughness of the Chimera is 7. So 3 will wound it. You roll 3. It rolls a 5. There's nothing I can do. It's D6 damage here, and there's a flat 5 damage there on that Chimera. And that's only got 5 wounds remaining. Shooting here, that's the
Chronomancer.
The Chronomancer. Chronomancer.
He's shooting his Tropic Lance at the Chimera.
Okay, into the Chimera. Here we go. That is a 4. That's a hit.
That's a hit. And it's strength 8.
8. Toughness 7. 3s to wound. Against toughness 7.
I'm going to spend a command point
to
automatically wound.
Oh. He's got a stratagem. Spent CP. It's down to 5 command points.
Techno oracular targeting automatically wounds.
Yes, it's automatically wound. What's the stratagem called?
Techno oracular targeting.
Okay, so automatically wounds, nothing I can do. The AP minus is
minus 3.
Minus 3. 3 up save. Minus 3. 6 up. Oh dear. I rolled a 6. And it's on camera. Oh, Phil. What's happened? Oh, he's speechless.
Right, okay.
He's speechless. Oh, that is really bad. That's unlucky. Rolled off camera, and that would have been 6 damage. Would have been enough to destroy that Chimera. That's such a shame. Never mind. Luminosaurus is going to shoot at the Chimera. 1 shot only.
Hits on 3.
Hit on a 3. It does hit its target.
AP minus 4.
Yeah, so strength is 8, I'm presuming?
8, yeah.
So 3s to wound. Do not roll a 1 or 2.
1.
Is there anything else, Phil, to bring down the Chimera? Anything? Oh, no. What's happened? The Necron firepower has been, just been so poor. I'm being honest here. What's happened? The Xenos are angry. They must bring back the fight to the enemy. Cannon now. And do you have a target to acquire?
The Chimera.
The Chimera. It's going to go into the Chimera. So, shooting here from the Warlord on the Catacomb Command Barge. He's just checking the stats here. Anything to buff? Anything to buff?
Well, it's a heavy weapon, but he moved. But he's got fly. Does that mean I'm still?
Is it a vehicle?
He's a vehicle.
Vehicle. Yeah, ignores the penalty for heavy. That's fine.
I'm hitting on 2.
So
still roll a 1.
Still rolled a 1.
Stand up.
That's it. So strength
6.
6, toughness 7, 5 to wound. Nothing adds up to 5 with 2 dice, but no single 5s there. 4 immortals are going to shoot into the Chimera.
Still roll 1.
Still rolled 1. It's 2s to hit because of the blessing. And 5s to wound. Toughness 7. That's a good roll. AP minus 2, I'm presuming. So 5s to save. I save 1, so it's down to 4 wounds. That's definitely a bracket for that Chimera there. 2 blades are going to shoot into the white shields. Right, 36 shots from the tomb blades into the white shield. I'm not going to do Cadia stands because it's a waste of command points. They will die honourably. Those that are in tier 7, less than tier 7, will get their names shouted out when comrades die in the service of the Emperor. That's quite a few hits there, it is scary. And the strength of the weapon is, I got another dice here. There you go.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, it'll be 3s to wound. Oh, there's a few 1s and 2s there. So, what are these AP minus of?
It's not AP minus.
No, mate, no AP minus. So it's just counting here. So that there is 15. Looks like it's 15.
16, I think.
16? Okay, fair enough. 16.
Yeah,
16 wounds. For glory, for honour, and for Cadia. Cadia will stand. I have to say that's a pretty good roll. Wow. I'm impressed with these white shields. 7 have died. And how many is that? 7.
7.
A valiant attempt. But the white shields have gone. Zach Butler. The white shields have been eliminated. Zach Butler, your honour will be remembered in the archives of the 18th Cadian Army Group. That's the end of the shooting phase for the Necrons. We're going to go straight on to the charge phase now. I'm not going to overwatch with the Chimera. Basically, the flayed ones are going to charge and try to rip to shreds the Chimera with 4 wounds remaining, and that's a 8. That's perfect because that's what you need when deep striking. So they will make it there into close combat. Actually, it doesn't need 8 because it has to be 9 inches away from the enemy. But thankfully, he's got an ability to re-roll charges, and off camera, he has rolled a 9. So they do make it into close combat there. Arabs are going to charge into the warrant officer, George Whitehall. That's a 7.
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay, George escapes here. Tactical officer. And the warriors.
They have a 9-inch.
9-inch charge. I'm not going to overwatch. But do you want to charge?
No.
No, it's not going to charge. Okay, do you want to charge your character?
This one?
Yeah. Into the warrant officer?
Well, I suppose it won't hurt.
I suppose it won't hurt. It will hurt if you fail, because I could pick on him. You do need a good dice roll. You need a 10.
We'll try it.
I'm going to try and do it. 6. He does re-roll because of his ability.
I don't think it works on him.
I don't think it works on himself. He can't do it because he has to choose a unit.
He chose the flayed
one.
one.
He chose the flayed ones to do it, so he cannot buff himself. So the officer escapes. Just to let you know, I have not forgotten the fellow patrons here representing the Ultramarines. We are quite confident. There is no critical dice rolling at the moment. I say at the moment. So we may call upon them a bit later on. Right, the flayed ones are going to try and slice up the Chimera. So how many attacks do you get for a flayed one, Phil?
3 each.
3 each. Okay.
It's 15.
So 15.
They're hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Okay. Missed a few there. And the strength of a flayed one is
4.
strength 4 against toughness 7, needing 5s. He's got 1 wound, and the AP minus is
1.
AP minus 1. So 1 goes through, so I'm down to 3 wounds remaining. So before I forget, I'm just going to do this attack here, which misses there. Actually, it's D3 attacks actually, so I need 6s and misses over there. Now an ongoing melee. So I pick a combat now, which is over there. Done my consolidation move, pushed forward a little bit, an extra 3 inches there. And I've got 16 attacks here against the warriors. So 16 attacks needing 5s. Got 4 hits, 5 to wound. 2 wounds at no AP against your warriors. You get a reanimation protocol on that dice. And that's a failure. So another warrior goes. So now which one do you want to remove?
Oh, it'll have to be that one.
It's going to have to be that one over there. Okay, that model has been removed. 2 attacks into the white shields. 1 hit, 3s to wound. Wounded, no AP. That's a 3. I lose my first white shield for this squad here. So I'm going to remove this one here. There. And the Necrons will lose 1 as well for purposes of their morale. And I think that's the end of close combat. So we're going to go straight on to morale. White shields, a leadership of 6. They're fine. And they're going to pass as well with the warriors there as well. And I think that is it, because this squad here has been wiped out. So we're going to calculate any further victory points. Calculated for secondary objective points. Engage in all fronts has been achieved, and that's an additional 3 victory points now for the Necrons. So the Necrons are up to 8 points, and the Astra Militarum are on 12. So that there is the end of the turn, and a new battle round as well. So we're going to go on to battle round 3, turn 3, for the forces of the 18th Cadian Army Group. At the beginning of the command phase, the Astra Militarum get 3 command points now in total. So the command phase for Necrons is a new battle round. So they've gone for the Protocol of the Conquering Tyrant. It's gone for Directive 2. So this unit is eligible to shoot in the turn in which it fell back. If it does, then until the end of the turn, each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, subtract 1 for the attack's hit roll. It's pretty handy. It's kind of like the Ultramarines chapter tactic there. So that's useful for Necrons if they are stuck in close combat. I was going to get 15, but because of that charge over there, they trumped me. That is a transport, that is not troops. So we do have this objective over here because of the number of troops. And then we have this objective over here. So we do score 10 victory points, bringing the total now to 22 points to the Astra Militarum, compared to the Necrons' 8 points. So that's the primaries. We're going to go straight on to the movement phase now. Battle round 3, turn 3, for the Astra Militarum. Right, it's the end of the movement phase, the Astra Militarum on turn 3. So obviously these are remained engaged in close combat. Demolisher stood still here because he wants to shoot at those warriors there. The aim of the objective is to destroy that unit there. We need to destroy it, reducing the number of troops. So the Demolisher stood still. The Chimeras pushed for 12 within range of the Heavy Flamer and multi-laser, and there's an infantry squad inside. The squad here has pushed forward, has advanced 10. So I'm probably going to issue a Vox transmission to therefore issue the order forwards for the Emperor, meaning that even if they're advanced, they'll get to shoot still. Over here, we've disengaged with the Chimera, but before I disengaged, I disembarked the infantry from the Chimera to try and shoot those flayed ones there. And then also, the Sentinels have turned up on this side of the board from reserve, and they're going to come on and try and take on those Tomb Blades over there. Next up is the Wyvern stood still, nothing happened there. Here we're going to keep it in reserve over there. So that there is the end of the movement. They've pushed forward that squad, that special weapons team. There's no targets as of yet, so we're going to wait till the heavy units come on. So that's it. So that there is the end of the movement phase. We're going to go straight on to the orders and shooting phase. Orders have been issued. So we're going to do Pound Them to Dust with the Legion Rust Demolisher, the tank commander. And then we have issued an order here to fix bayonets to try and kill them, as they'll fight as if it was the fight phase. And we have also over here transmitting Voxcast within 3 inches to do first rank fire, second rank fire with this infantry squad, and Voxcast again within this Voxcaster. Going to do first rank. Going to do forwards for the Emperor with this infantry squad here. I'm going to do the strike first, strike hard stratagem with this Sentinel squadron. And it's going to try and take out those Tomb Blades. Hitting on 2s.
Hang on. Each time a ranged attack is made against this unit, subtract 1 from the attack's hit roll.
Okay, fair enough, because of the nature of Tomb Blades. So 4 have hit their mark instead of 5. That's paid off. Well done, Phil. This is strength 7, and your toughness is 5. So freeze to wound. Oh, how disappointing! Only 1 wound. It's AP minus of 1. Flat 2 damage.
I have a shield vein, so I've got 3 up save.
3 up save, minus 1.
4.
And it's saved as well. No damage whatsoever there from the Sentinels. What a great shame. Never mind. Bayonets order has been issued. Fixed bayonets, needing 5s, 10 attacks. Wow, 5 have hit their mark with the bayonet. 5 wound. 2 wounds on the warriors. 1 has been brought down, and that is a reanimation. I saved as well. Ah, pain. They have lasted so long. Oh, tying up that unit there. Pain. This Legion Rust tank, minimum of 7 shots. 2d6. So that's going to be... one of them's going to be... so 4 is going to be a 6 shots. So that's going to be 11 shots. I'm going to keep that. I am going to keep that. Actually, I'll take that back. It's going to be a 6 shots. This is how you should do it properly. So one's going to be 6 shots, and it's going to be a 1. So I will do Pound Them to Dust. That's a cock die. And that is a 1 again, so only 7 shots.
What's Pound
Never
to Dust?
mind.
Reroll your...
Yeah, it's re-roll the blast. Blast weapons. So that's the worst result possible. Needing 3s. Rerolling 1s because we are Cadians. All have hit their mark except for 1. 2s will be kills. All have wounded. That's AP minus 3. So 6 have been brought down straight away. Then I've got 4 multi-melter shots within range 24. All have hit their mark again. Another 2 have been brought down, and now a las cannon, which hits. That's a roll of a 5. And 3 is another wound. So now you've got to roll those dice, however many casualties there are. I reckon there is 7. So 5 pluses for rerolling 1s for reanimation protocols. Wow. That's pretty good. And you reroll 1s as well. So that there is 2 have been brought down after all that firepower. Annoying there from the Necrons. The Heavy Flamer. D6 auto hits. 5 auto hits. 3 to wound, strength 5, Heavy Flamer. 2 wounds at AP minus 1. Save 1. Reanimation.
Is that finished?
Oh yeah, I've got to do the multi-laser attacks into them. Again, I'm going to declare everything into that, and the laser gun array. So the multi-laser, he moved, so don't get real ones. And that's a wound, no AP, 4 up save. Saved. And now the las gun array, it is within rapid fire. So reading 4s, 5s, nothing. So no damage there. Now you get to do your reanimation protocol, which is a 5. So it makes it again. These warriors are tough. And now we're going to fire the infantry squad here with the order forwards for the Emperor. And to the warriors, everything's going to fire from this infantry squad into there. So frag. So am I having 12 the relic? Yes, the relic, by the way, has been activated. So I do reroll ones. No. So okay, I was going to do overlapping fields of fire. So not going to do that. I need to save my command points. So strength is 3, nothing, no wounds. I'll reroll ones because of Relic of Cadia, which pays off 1 wound, 1 save of 4+. No, it's fine. Armor holds. So that's the fragmentation. Now rapid fire. 22 shots into the warriors because I'm going to use a frag grenade from the sergeant. Now it's 4s to hit because they are regulars. 4s to hit. Rerolling those 1s, thankfully. These are regulars into the fight now. So take away the misses. We've got a few hits. Okay. 5s to wound. Rerolling 1s to wound, thankfully, because of the Relic of Cadia, which only increases it to 2 wounds on the warriors. These warriors will not be brought down. They are tough, and they save as well. Ouch! The anonymous Leman Russ Eradicator is going to shoot into the warriors. So it's 6 shots plus d6 because of the number of units, number of models rather. So that there is 8 shots. Pretty good. 3s to wound. Yes, re-rolling 1s to wound because of the Relic of Cadia. So that there is 4 wounds at AP -2, ignoring cover, because 6s saves none. Now the las cannon is going to shoot into the warriors. Hits, pulverizes. So there's another one brought down. 4 multi-melter shots. Rerolling 1s because they stood still. Only 1 hit. And another one has been brought down there. That's the end. That concludes the firepower there. So you do get your reanimation protocol for your warriors. 6 of them. Needing 5s and rerolling 1s to reanimate. There's quite a few. So that's another 4 have been brought down over here. Rinse and repeat. Devon Matthews' Leman Russ tank is going to shoot into this warrior squad. D6 plus 6 shots. 1. I've got 2 command points left. No, I'm going to have to take it. What a shame. It's only 7 shots. Rerolling 1s. Only 4 have hit their mark. Good job we have the relic. So that's 3 wounds, AP -2, no colour. None. And I'm going to do the multi-melters. 4 shots, 4s, rerolling 1s, Relic of Cadia. And it's a kill. And las cannon. Misses. So that concludes the firepower from that tank. Then
4.
Reanimation protocols. So reroll 1s because the warriors. No, so another 3 have been brought down. The wyvern is going to shoot into the warriors. Storm Shard Mortar is going to shoot into the warriors. The heavy bolter does have line of sight, and it's going to shoot into the flayed ones. The flayed ones here. Reroll 1s. 3 hits. Strength is 5. Toughness of 4. So 3 wounds at AP -1. 2 have been brought down. Reanimation protocol. saves 1.
Reroll.
I'm not sure if they're warriors, but we can double check. But it's still a fail anyway.
Who are you shooting? Sorry.
Sorry, the flayed ones.
Oh,
beg your pardon.
Oh,
yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
I should have said the flayed ones. They have.
He's just checking here. He's finding out something.
Yeah, flayed ones. Each. Hang on.
He's just checking here.
No, it's a stratagem. I have to play. I should have had to play a stratagem. Don't worry.
Oh, did you want to play it now?
No, no.
You sure?
It's 1 point. So reanimate. It's a 1.
It's just a heavy bolter shot.
One
so,
dead.
yeah, it's caliber 2. So they got 1 wound each. Is it 2 wounds each?
1, I think.
1 wound. Okay, so a flayed one has disappeared. Now the Storm Shard mortar into the warrior. So 6 plus 3d6. So that there is another 9 plus 6, which is 15 shots. Right, so needing 4s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s because they are Cadians, they are born soldiers. I'm trying to save the command points if we can. So 4. 4's to wound, and re-rolling to wound because of the nature of the weapon. So that there is 7 wounds on the warriors. No AP. So getting his dice ready. Failed there, and that's 5 wounds. Now the reanimation protocols. That's a good roll. Rerolling 1s, would you believe, because they're warriors. So there's another 1. So 2 more have been brought down here from the Necron warriors. Right, just remember the stratagem this time. It's called the Shadows of Drazak. So it is a further -1 to the hit rolls when shooting against the flayed ones. We're going to do this times 2 because of first rank fire, second rank fire. So needing 5s and re-rolling 1s because we're in 12 of the relic. Lexicanum. Those 1s, very handy. It is 5s to hit, remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Would you believe that's 10 hits so far? There's 10 so far with the first round. Second volley. And rerolling 1s. That is superb shooting. Who's in command of this squad? Looks like it could be the anonymous sergeant. If you want to fill in his gap, head over to patreon.com/JBWargamer87. Become a member of the army group today. Sign up, become a white shield, become a guardsman, become a general. Right, so it's 10 plus... these all literally, that's just like that. So it looks like it was 15... or so hits. These are rolling to wound, again needing 5. Rerolling 1s because of the relic of lost Cadia, which pays off. So that there is 5 wounds, good sir, and another 2d6 shots coming in. Saved 1. Sorry, saved 4. Another one has been brought down. Now fragmentation. So that's 7 shots. Perfect. That's just what I needed. Rewind 1s. -1 to hit. 2 wounds. No AP. Oh, good rolling. Good rolling there. And that's all of them. All the shots there concluded. So reanimation protocol on a 5+. No. So another one of those flayed ones has been brought down. That is the end of the shooting phase on turn 3. And we are going to fix bayonets and we will charge. Now the question is, what is your directive? Is it that when you pull back out of close combat, be -1 to hit? I think it is. We'd rather have the -1 to hit and then have Overwatch rather than having 3s to hit. So I will fix bayonets and charge that warrior squad. Do you want to Overwatch?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. If I was a Necron player, I would Overwatch. So Necrons will be Overwatching against this squad here.
Yeah.
There we go. Missed. Okay, needing 6s, remember.
And then these are all the other ones.
Yep. Hit with 2. Strength is...
these ones are strength
4.
No, these are the short range. Strength 5.
Strength 5.
AP -2.
Oh, okay. Needing 3s. One failed. They bypassed the armour. So there's another Cadian brought out. Distance is a 6. We're in. 12 attacks with the squad. I lost a guy. Would have been 13. But never mind. Needing 4s. There. 5 hits. 5s to wound. This is against the warriors. Nothing. So nothing there whatsoever. So now you pick a close combat. So you don't have to do that one over there. You can pick that one over there.
I might as
If you
well.
want to. Yeah, so 2 attacks needing 3s.
Might as well while they're still around.
Yeah. So another hit. 3 to wound.
Ooh.
Another one wounded. Now is that AP -1 because of your wound roll? Oh, that's your previous directive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that has not been an additional AP -1. So it's just a 5-up save, which passes, thankfully. So we pick a combat now, and we're going to pick this one here. Done the piling move. So we will be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9. 9 attacks. So 9 attacks. Just need to get these dice. 9 attacks. Yep, got the 9 attacks here. Come on, needing 5s. 6 hits. 5s to wound. 3 wounds. 3 4-up saves. Saved and 2. And reanimation protocol. Reroll 1s because he's a warrior. Oh, for crying out loud! Can't kill him! Can't kill those flipping warriors! That's 2 warriors. Ah, pain. Now, over here, will the warriors attack back against the squad holding this objective? 7 attacks from the warriors into the squad. So needing 3s. 3s to wound again. Only 1 wound. Okay, surprised about that. And I lost a guardsman. So hitting on 4s. 6s are automatic wounds. There's 1. That's a force to hit.
Terrible roll.
That's a terrible roll. Force to wound with those 2 dice. You've got those 2 wounds.
Right, not so bad.
5s. Saved none. Okay, saved none here. We're going to have to take off him, and him. And I think now the warriors trump me. So that is a failed mission there for the Astra Militarum. So they will get those victory points. They are dead. They are gone. So is there any other close combat? I don't think there is.
Nope.
So when we're doing morale, so this squad over here, see what we get. We've lost 5 guardsmen, didn't we? How many guardsmen have we got left? 5, yeah. So their leadership is 7. 5, yep, they failed, and that's more than half. So it's only rolls of 1. So 1 flees, and then 4 more guys. So no more. So just 1 runs away. Oh, I'm sorry, Harrison. I know. No, I'm going to have to do Anthony. Anthony Leach, a fellow Patreon, has fled the battlefield. Coward. Coward! We'll not tolerate that in our army group. Blade one's a leadership 10, so let's roll a 6. They don't care. They're fine. Even if I roll a 6, they are fine. So that there concludes...
What about my warriors?
Yeah, your warriors have taken a beating. So you have lost a lot of casualties.
11.
So roll a dice. On a roll of a 1, you automatically pass, but will you spend 2 command points to automatically rally them? And that's more than half the casualties as well. So it's they're going to be running away on 1s and 2s. He's going to spend the 2 command points. He's got 1 command point remaining. I now have more command points. So the warriors, it's all about the objective here. Phil is like, I don't care, I just want that objective. So he's done it, well done. It's there, mission accomplished there for the Necrons. So that is the end of the turn for the Astra Militarum. We're going to double check victory points here for the Astra Militarum. Good news for the Astra Militarum. We've scored 5 victory points here for the secondary objective here. So because I hold this objective, that's my primary, and that's the Necron's primary. So I think they would have continued on to last turn because we trumped you in troops, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes, so we do get technically an additional 5 points. So that brings it down to 32 points to the Necrons. Sorry, for the Astra Militarum. 32 points is because of this here. We're just racking up the points here. It's not looking good here for the Necrons all of a sudden. So we haven't killed anything much. It's more of a tactical play here that the Cadians are playing, which is good. But we have lost this central objective. The Necrons will gain that, so they will gain those points there. So that's the end of the turn for the Astra Militarum. We're going to go on to a new turn. It is turn 3 now for the Necrons. Right, so it's a new battle round for the Necrons, turn 3. And 1 CP, now up to 2 command points now for the Necrons. Right, we've calculated primary victory points. Phil has scored 10 victory points now, securing this objective here, and the central objective there as well. He's also scored an additional 2 victory points for engage on all fronts. He scored 12 points, which is a solid points score there for the purposes of regaining objective points. So that brings the total to 32 points to the Astra Militarum, to the Necrons 19. But the Necrons do have an entire turn in hand. So we're going to go straight on to the movement phase now for the forces of the Necrons. Phil has got a tactic here. Is it called the Orb of Eternity?
I'm going to use the Orb of Eternity on that Necron group there.
Now it says here that victory points are scored at the beginning of the command phase. So this is the command phase still. So he's going to literally transport, going to Totalitarian.
It's resurrection on those.
Yeah, resurrect. I was going to do a massive resurrection orb there for the 20 Xenos warrior unit. So there you go. Right, so what does this do?
Resurrect Orb of Eternity is a relic. So
Yeah.
normally you resurrect them with the orb, resurrection orb, on a 5+, rerolling ones.
4s.
But with the Orb of Eternity it's 4s, rerolling ones.
Okay. A few have popped up. We're on the 1s because they're warriors. Wow.
So it's 4,
4,
5, 6, 7.
7 just literally just popped back up again with that unit there. So it was 9, now they're up to a unit of 16. More blessings now from the Foul Xenos. Tell us, Phil, what's happening? Just thinking.
Lunosaurus
Yep.
is going to
Just checking the rules here.
distance 6 inches. So it's going to have to be these guys.
Yep, it's going to be in the Immortals.
Let's roll a dice.
4.
4. That is +1 toughness, I think.
That brings them to toughness 6.
D3, a D3, yeah, a 2 toughness.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
He's done marble we've done on them, so they're already +1 ballistic skill, and now they're +1 toughness.
+1 toughness.
And these ones are +1 ballistic skill again, because he can do 2.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure where the marker's gone, but it's somewhere.
It's somewhere. End of the movement phase for the Necrons on turn 3. Looks like there's some movement going on here, some aggressive movement I've noticed here. So Phil now is going to explain what he's done.
Yes. Warlord in the Catacomb Command Barge has swung round.
Yes. Oh, we forgot to mention this. Now, before you leave your comments, we forgot to use Mithric Dynasty, which is if you're in half range of the enemy, it is a further AP -1. So Phil forgot to do that.
Apologies.
A tactical error.
Apologies.
Tactical error.
It is. I'm new to Mithric.
The Necrons are not quite fully charged, so they're now 100% fully charged up. So just to clarify that for the viewers.
Apologies, I am learning.
Yeah. So anything else, Phil?
Yeah. So Warlord's gone here. Luminor Xeris, he blessed the. The Warlord blessed both of these guys and these guys +1 ballistic skill.
Yeah.
They rolled and they got +1 toughness from the Luminor Xeris, mechanical augmentation.
Yeah.
Small move forward with the Tomb Blades and the Chronomancer.
Yeah.
The flayed ones are stayed where they are, ready to attack.
Yeah. Tough as they are.
The Doomstalker stayed in position.
Yep.
The Scorpic Destroyers,
Yes.
I moved them to there. I wanted to try and run them to get them around a bit nearer. They rolled a 1, so they have stayed at the moment out of sight.
Are they afraid?
They don't want to come around the corner and just face a tank.
So in other words, you are afraid of this heroic Leman Russ, commanded by Maxfield Knuckles.
Well, it has done very well so far.
It has done very well.
Yes,
He did blow one of those away.
Yeah, one shot.
So I think that's the end of the movement. We're going to go. There's no psychic. We're going to go straight on to the shooting phase now for the Necrons on turn 3. Right, the Doomstalker has selected a target at long last. Maximum firepower into this anonymous Leman Russ, not the patron. This anonymous Leman Russ. It does have line of sight to that target. D6 shots. Here we go. 5. That
shots.
is
That's
good,
okay.
Comfortable round of shooting there. Now you're hitting on 4s. And you only hit 1.
Again, Paul.
You're going to spend a command point?
Well, I've got 2 left. No,
you're going to leave it?
Yeah. Oh, I'll leave it.
He's going to leave it. Okay,
Yeah.
the tank will not be destroyed. But if he rolls a successful wound, he's going to bypass through the
Strength
armour,
10.
even at a 2+ save. It's going to be 3s to wound, and that is a 4, and it's D6 damage on the Leman Russ. A Leman Russ has 12 wounds. 12 wounds, just double checking here. Yeah, it is D6 damage, and it's 2 damage. Do you want to re-roll that damage?
No.
No? Okay, so that Leman Russ is down to 10 wounds remaining. Catacomb Command Barge is going to fight the Chimera. It's going to try and crack open the transport. So it's heavy 3 shots. This is the primary weapon.
Yeah.
What's this weapon called?
It's a Tesla cannon.
Tesla cannon.
Heavy 3. 6s, pop extra hits.
Yep, okay.
Hit
They've
on
all
2s.
hit their target. So 3, but no extra hits.
Strength 6, AP, because I'm in range, half range, it's AP -1.
Yeah, further AP minus, yes, because of the Mythic Dynasty. They're toughness 7 though, so it's only 1 wound. And this is going to be AP -1, so 4+ save, which I pass on a 4. Luminor Xeris is going to shoot into the Chimera. So what's his weapon?
That's the Eldritch Lance.
Eldritch Lance.
Assault D3.
Assault D3. You've got 2. Okay, 2 shots.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3, this skill 3+, which he hits the target with twice.
It is strength 8.
Strength 8, toughness 7, so 3's to wound.
Yeah, that's AP -4.
AP -4, there's nothing I
D6
can
damage
do.
each.
D6 damage each. So 2 dice, if you get a 10 it cracks open the transport. And that's a 7. So 3 wounds remain on that Chimera, severely damaged yet. Right, the Immortals are going to shoot into this infantry squad here, but one of the Immortals is going to shoot into the Chimera, which does have line of sight. This is for the single Immortal. That's +1 to their ballistic skill, so it's hitting on 2s. That is a 6. So strength of the weapon is 5, toughness 7, needing a 5 to wound. Which does wound, and it's within half range. And it's AP minus 3. A 6 ups to save. No. And that's 1 damage. And that's down to 2 wounds remaining now. There. I think it's definitely on its lowest bracket now. Chimera is severely damaged. He's just checking here. So you're going to do the remaining firepower on the Immortals.
Into these. These pains in my side.
Infantry squad here. So he's just getting the dice here. He is within rapid fire.
Oh yes, rapid fire.
So
yes.
rapid
fire. 2
fire.
lots of these.
Yeah, which is 2 lots of these. So hitting on 2s. I'll probably just them alone wouldn't be enough to kill them. Yep, and it'll be 3s to kill.
6, 7.
So who's this here? There's some patrons that could die.
3 are dead.
3 are dead.
So far.
We will keep the patron alive, just for heroic's sake. So hitting on 2s, and then a single 3 would be enough to kill them. Yes, oh dear me. So who is this? This is Harrison Leach, faithful Patreon on the channel. Thank you, sir, for your contribution to the channel. Some more shooting now. This warrior squad. So how many shooting into the Chimera here?
3.
3 are going to shoot into this Chimera, and then another 2
into that nearest.
Into that nearest Lehman Russ.
Well, no, they'll shoot that nearest man. Yeah.
Oh, that nearest command squad there.
Chappy.
And then the rest of the remaining firepower is going to go into this Chimera here. Normally they'll be hitting on 3+, but they get +1 to hit because of the blessing. But it's -1 for pulling out of close combat. But they can still shoot because of the directive.
Yes, the directive.
Protocol
of the Conquering Tyrant.
Yes, so that is still active. So these 3
guys into
here.
They've all got the Gauss Reapers.
Gauss Reapers.
No, the Flares.
The Flares.
The range 24.
Okay.
They all hit.
They've all hit.
Range 24, so that's half range, I would say.
Yes, they'll be half range.
That's AP -2.
AP minus
Strength
2.
is 4.
So toughness 7.
So
5s. 1 wound.
1. AP -2.
Okay. I'm saving my patron dice. And that's a 4. That goes through the armour. May call upon the patron to save Luke Schrengel's Chimera. Okay, anything else?
2 shots from the 2 guys that can see your flag-bearing chaps.
Oh, the command squad. Okay. Hitting on 3s, which is exactly what you needed.
Strength 4.
Strength 4, 3s to wound. Nothing. Okay, no damage. Survived there. Lucky there. Lucky escape.
10 shots into that tank with Gauss Reapers.
Yep.
So that's they're 12-inch. So that's AP -2. It would be -2, but they're assault 2. So it's going to be 20 shots.
20 shots. Okay. He's just going
hitting on
these
3.
Hitting on 3s.
Few 1s and 2s.
There's a 1 there. I think that's it there. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, so these are strength 5.
Strength 5 against the Chimera, which is toughness 7. Oh, okay. And you're in half range as well. So that there is 5 wounds?
Is it 5?
5, yeah, 5's to wound, yeah. So
1, 2,
6,
4, 6.
6, okay. So 6 dice. AP minus of...
AP -2.
AP minus 2 over in half range.
No, it's the standard range.
So standard range, needing 5s. Oh, it's still alive, would you believe, on 1 wound remaining. Fantastic. That's good news there for that Chimera. Both of the Chimeras here on 1 wound remaining. They'll crack open at any moment, I reckon. Chronomancer is going to shoot into the Chimera here to destroy this Chimera.
Yeah. Entropic Lance.
Entropic Lance.
It is range 18, assault 1.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s.
In 3s. Does it have the Mithric Dynasty?
Yeah.
So it does have a further AP minus, which does hit.
It's strength 8.
Strength 8, toughness 7. You need a 3+ to wound.
6.
Which gets a 6, and the AP minus is.
It's -3 because I'm half range.
-4. I think I can do. So that there's the Chimera destroyed on a roll of a 6.
It's D3.
It detonates.
+3.
It doesn't blow up, so the Chimera is removed from play. Thank you, Ray Cross, fellow comrade on the Patreon page. Looking at a different angle here, he's just selecting some targets. So the
front 2 Tomb Blades can shoot into that squad. It'll be at half range.
Yeah, so that's 12 shots there, and the rest of the 24 shots are going to shoot into the Wyvern here. So this is Winston Adkins' squad here, and Drew Gunners' Cadian infantry squad here. A little bit of trouble.
Hitting on 3s.
No, that's just +1 to their colour save. That's it. Yeah, if you're on top, it's -1. So you're playing the rules for cover. So hitting on 3s.
So 9 of hit.
9 of hit, and strength for the weapon is
5.
5. So it'll be wounding on 3s. Oh, some fails there.
4.
4 wounds.
AP -2.
AP -2.
But AP -1.
AP -1. +1 for being in cover. So, oh wow, only 1 wound there. Taking it from the top here. The firepower into the Wyvern. This is Winston Adkins' Wyvern. You will not be pleased if this is destroyed. He is a Brigadier General of the Army Group. Faithful comrade.
And it's strength 5.
Strength 5.
So 4s or 5s?
It's going to be the toughness 6 on a Wyvern, so it's wounding on 5s again.
Ooh.
Okay, it's definitely not going to destroy it, but some wounds have come through. So far, that's 5 wounds. You can re-roll that dice if you want to. That is a cocked die.
Oh, that's
generates
okay.
another wound. Okay. No AP minus. Is it minus?
No AP minus.
No AP minus. It's not within half range. So needing a 3+ save. Ooh. Oh, okay. So take 3 wounds. It's down to 9 wounds remaining. Right, that is the end of the shooting phase for the Necrons, and we're going to go straight onto the charge phase now for the forces of Xenos.
4.
4. Am I going to Overwatch? I'm quite tempted to. To be honest with you, I should really Overwatch, because if I lose that objective, that won't be good. I will Overwatch. 14 shots to the las guns, hitting on 6s. Number 2. That's 2 hits. 5 to wound. Nothing. Shame. Now 2d6 with the Sergeant throwing the frag grenade and the grenade launcher. So that's 9 shots there. Hitting on 6s. 1 hit only. It doesn't wound the toughness of 4. And your roll, just don't roll low. And that's a 6, so they will make it into close combat there. Chronomancer is going to shoot into, charge into the warrant officer. George Whitehall's in a bit of trouble here. Okay, any other charges? He's just thinking.
I'm going to attempt to charge this group with the Tomb Blades.
Okay, so the Tomb Blades need a good roll here.
It's an 8, I believe. Yeah. Oh, 9. 9.
It's going to be a 9. Yeah, it's going to be a 9-inch charge there. So that is a 7.
Why is there 3 dice?
Oh, did you roll 3 dice?
I think I must have rolled it. Sorry.
We'll check that again. Just double check the footage. There was a dice sitting there, but you'd rolled a 7 with 2 of the other dice. So do you want to spend a command point to re-roll that, needing a 9?
No.
No. Okay, so there's a failed charge there from the Tomb Blades. So we're going to go straight onto close...
Catacomb Command
the Catacomb Command Barge into the Chimera with 1 wound remaining. Almost forgot about
It was
that
about
charge.
2 inches.
2 inches. That's an 11.
That should cover it.
Yeah, that should cover it. That's an 11-inch charge over there, which we'll have a look here, the scenario. Oh yes, there is the scene. That is the end of the charge phase. Going straight on to the close combat phase now for the Necrons. 9 attacks, hitting on 3s with the flayed ones. Oh,
That's poor.
that is very poor. Strength is 4.
Yeah.
3 have wounded, and that's AP -2, I'm presuming.
AP -1. Hang on. AP -1. Yes.
Just checking.
I should have had any 6s score an additional hit.
We'll check that off camera.
Okay.
See if
So
there's
yes,
any
AP
hits.
-1.
Yeah, we checked. Fortunately, there was no 6s there for Phil. That's only 3 wounds. AP -1 only. So 6s, we save 1. So 2 have been brought down here. Chronomancer into the Warrant Officer. 1 attack, hitting on a 3. He's missed. Oh, okay. So that means he'll get to fight on. Heroic stuff here. Pere and riposte. Command barge into the Chimera. Hitting on 2s with 5 attacks. He's got +1 attack because of his Warlord trait.
Merciless Tyrant.
Merciless Tyrant. Hitting on 2s, fortunately. Strength of the weapon is... I think it's +1 strength, isn't it? Because of the Warlord trait.
Hyperface Sword +1, yes.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's strength +1 anyway. So it's going to be strength 5, 6, 7. Strength 7.
Toughness 7, 4s. Okay, 2 wounds have come through, and the AP minus is...
-3.
Ouch, okay, I need boxcars here to save the Chimera. Or shall I call upon a Patreon? It is expected, so I'm not going to call upon them yet. Bit more heroics for the patrons. No, it's the wrong type of boxcars, it's a double 4. Does it explode on a roll of a 6? Does not explode. The occupants inside will have to disembark. Occupants inside, any rolls of 1, models are slain. Those are full infantry squad inside the Chimera. 1 has been slain. I'll take that back. I will re-roll this dice. That is a cock die. No, just 1 guardsman has been cut down. Forgot to mention, of course, got to remove the Chimera. Thank you, Luke Schringel, for your support on the Patreon page. Just talking about off camera. Oh, some cheeky stuff happening. Phil has all of a sudden leaped for joy, looking at the rules. Been doing some studying of the codex for core units in particular. We'll find out in the next battle report one day what that unit will be. So he's got plans for the Necron army. We shall see. Lovely models, by the way.
Yeah.
Leave it in the comments below. Which Necron unit do you think he's going to purchase? Be interested to find out what that is. So, back to the conscripts. The White Shields, a better unit by far. 15 attacks against the Warriors.
Are they going to kill them?
Are they going to kill them? So
Eventually.
5s to hit their White Shields. We've got a few hits. We'll take these hits here. Now, strength is 3 with the bayonet. And then the Warriors are toughness 4. Okay, 2 wounds. 2 wounds. Come on, 1 failed. That's all. That concludes the close combat. 1. He is a warrior, so he gets to re-roll. And that is a 6, would you believe? Unbelievable. He's still alive. So defiant. I'm going to have to pull out a close combat.
I get to fight back now.
And you do get to fight back. And the good news is that there's no blessings around, so they can't obviously resurrect or anything like that.
They just live.
They just...
Is there 2 of them?
There is 2 of them left, yes. But they're not getting shot at, though, which is the advantage for the White Shields. So 2 have hit their mark. Strength is 4, toughness 3. 1 wound. Okay, only 1 wound. 5 up save. No. So a White Shield has gone. 9 attacks in total with the infantry squad. Hitting on 4s. This is with the bayonet and chainsaws from the sergeant. Drew gunners. 5s to wound. And no damage whatsoever. No wounds. And now the warrant officer, who has 3 attacks with his power sword. Hitting on 3s. He hits once. 5's a wound. 6 is a wound. And that's 80 minus 3.
Ooh. I've got 4 up save.
4 up armour. So it's AP minus 1. Do you have an invul?
No.
No?
Oh, yes, they do. Yes. They did, because the Chronomance... No, these have got the invul save. Sorry. If he
Does he, though? Does he?
Does he have an invul save?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, he probably does, yeah.
Oh, he probably does. Not probably. We need to know. We need to know. Otherwise the power sword would do damage. Does he have a 4 up in Van?
4 plus.
4 plus save will bypass the armour. Bypass the armour.
Yes, he's got a 4 up.
He's got a 4 plus.
Time Splinter Mental.
Time Splinter Mental. Okay. 4 plus. Ah, he's rolled a 5. Defiant. Against the warrant officer there. The end of the fight phase, but Phil all of a sudden is spending 2 command points.
I want to try and get control of this.
Want to try? Oh, you want to fight again?
Yes, I can play Storm of Flinging Blades, my last 2 command points. I can set a flayed one's unit, they can fight again.
They can fight again. Okay, another 9 attacks. It's going to go into the infantry squad. I just need some heroics here. He needs to roll poorly.
It was poor last time, so I'm hoping they'll be better now. They've had a practice.
Yeah.
Now they've had a go.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Okay, you've missed with 3.
Yeah, it's a bit better than last time.
Okay.
Right. A bit better than last time.
Strength of 4.
Yep. Strength 4.
Yes. Now do a Ducadia stands. Oh, it's too late now. You've done the roll. Okay, not going to kill them. Not going to kill them, thankfully.
4 did?
4 wounds,
AP
minus 1.
AP minus 1, yes.
So 6 is the save. I'm going to roll over here. I save none. So 4 have been cut down. There's 4 dead. We checked if there's any 6s. There is none. So 4 guardsmen have been cut down. I'm going to have to think tactically here. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. Ben Wyden. Another patron gone. Cutting down my patrons. It's not good. Leadership of 7.
I'm going to consolidate.
Oh dear me. They're not going to pass there.
No, you have... these are terrifying.
The flayed ones have what they call terrifying...
The terrifying foes.
Terrifying foes. So it was leadership 7, now they're up to leadership 9. They're definitely going to fail. Their morale check. Right, that is the end of the close combat phase. Very, very sly move there from Phil. He does have no command points left. So it's morale phase. This is important. If we roll a 1, this squad here will do some heroics here. So I'll roll for 1. No. Okay, so 1 model goes, and I am going to take off the Voxcaster. Okay. Now, do not roll any 1s and 2s. Oh! I'm going to have to spend a command point to re-roll that dice. If I get a 1 and a 2, that objective is gone. Oh, just about. So I'm going to keep alive the sergeant. I'm going to keep alive because he is heroic nonetheless.
He's got a name.
He has got a name. His name is Sergeant Drew Gunners. So that is him. Defiance there in the face of their dreaded foe. Round for the White Shield. 4. Leadership of 8 because the Commissar they hold. And that is it for the purposes of morale. So we're going to go on to a new battle round. It is battle round 4, turn 4 for the Astra Militarum. At the beginning of the command phase, the Astra Militarum have 0 command points, but we have another command point. So the Astra Militarum have 1 CP. Right, the Astra Militarum, I think it was a significant moment for this sergeant here, Drew Gunners. He may be getting a medal here for his heroics nonetheless. This is because if he hadn't held that objective there, we would only have scored 10. We have 15 victory points. 15 victory points. He's going to get a medal. Posthumous medal if he dies heroically or not. So it's him. It's all down to him. So 15 victory points. We've scored max now for the mission secondary objective. What was that called? That was
Priority target.
Priority target. So we've maxed out on the points there. So it's another 5 points because we hold both.
Yeah.
We hold both. And furthermore, we got an additional victory point for rodding as well, retrieving obscurus data, bringing the grand total on Battle Round 4, 53 points, the Astra Militarum, to the Necrons 19. I don't think the Necrons are going to catch up here, we predict. But nonetheless, we're going to keep fighting on and see how much damage we can do against the Necrons. So we're going to go straight on to the movement phase for the Astra Militarum. Right, it is the end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum. Now, I've pulled out a close combat here in the hope, obviously, that the commander will issue orders who is down here. You can issue an order to them to get back in the fight. So that means they'll shoot, even though they've pulled out a close combat. These guys move forward here. Special weapons team, 3 melters into there. I've also got a demolisher cannon. Lehman Russ Demolisher into there. Staying still. These are staying still as well. For purposes of firepower. Over here they press forward. They come out of the transport 9 inches. And then the commander, who was just out of 6-inch range there, has ran to issue an order to them to bring that target down. Now, we are not going to continue this fight because I think the Astra Militarum have overwhelmed the Necrons in victory points. There is no point, in our view, to continue, which is a great shame because I haven't used a single heroic patronic dice. That's the confidence span.
They'll have to get 2 next turn.
That is, yeah, they'll get 2 next turn.
Next game, yeah.
Next game, they'll get 2 dice
each.
rolls. But that is the confidence span for the command. So if I had used one of these, it represents we're kind of panicking a little bit. But the patrons here have not been used, which is very, very unusual indeed. But I will call out their names again nonetheless. So thank you for being on standby. Marcus Fraze, Dean Lighton, Darren Gardner, Thomas Moore, who has yet to roll a dice. Next time he will roll a dice and represent a character as well. And of course CJ Valesco as well. I haven't used these dice. I didn't need to use these dice. There wasn't really much heroics in this game. There was over here, however. There will be a medal for this sergeant here, Sergeant Drew Gunners. Sergeant Drew Gunners, you are a good sergeant, securing that victory point over there. 5 victory points, which actually kind of killed the game off here for the Necrons. So, we're going to talk about units of the game. Starting with, we're going to give you the final score. So the final score for the Astra Militarum is 53 points to 19. So that there is the final score for the Astra Militarum. The Necrons have conceded in this particular fight. There was mistakes, tactically speaking, from the Necrons' point of view, as well as the Astra Militarum in some areas. But the Astra Militarum have gained glory for the army group. So units of the game for the Astra Militarum. Units of the game for me is, I have to say, this Lean Rust Demolisher was frightening. Straight away taking out one of those Doomstalkers. Straight away, turn 1, first round of shooting with a demolisher cannon. The caliber of the weapon hit it, knocked it off its tripod, and came crushing tumbling to the ground. So that's my unit of the game, I believe. Over here, funnily enough, is the guys have actually, I forgot to mention this in the movement phase, they are actually a unit of demolition squads here, and I would have dropped some demolition charges onto those warriors as well. A little bit of high explosive there with that. So it was not to be, because we have gained victory nonetheless. So, Phil, what is your unit of the game?
Well, it's going to have to be those heroic.
Yeah, those heroic warriors over there.
That didn't die.
They just did not die.
Held the flank.
For about
They held the whole flank back.
4 rounds of close combat, and they still would not die over there to try and hold this objective for as long as possible, even despite the odds. There's no medals in the Xenos Necrons, none whatsoever. They just care about their protocols, and that is it. So that concludes the game. If you want to check out how to support me on the YouTube channel, you can check out the end credits for more information there. A big shout out to Madgaming for supplying this terrain. Thank you, Madgaming Terrain, for supplying this awesome terrain. If you want to purchase this terrain, links will be in the video description below. Thank you very much to Phil for coming down, a fellow patron and a fellow member of the Plus channel, and on the SSWG. He's a member of SSWG as well.
Apologies, it wasn't quite enough of a fight. I made too many mistakes tactically at the start, which made it difficult to win the game. But I did my best.
You fought hard despite the mistakes. You fought valiantly, and there is a victory for the Astra Militarum, which is quite rare considering that it is an old codex against a new codex. The old codexes can beat a new codex. So there you go. And again, thank you to all the patrons that are supporting me, every single one of you. Without their support, this channel would not continue, because it does cost a little bit of money to fund the terrain and of course the miniatures, and of course to do the video editing, and it does take time to edit these videos for these battle reports. But nonetheless, I have a great passion and love for this hobby, and no matter how big or small the channel, I will try my utmost to bring out content for your viewing pleasure. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, happy wargaming. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to support this channel freely, please hit the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell button so you won't miss another video, share this video far and wide, and if it's one of your favourite videos, please add it to the favourites section, and follow the YouTube channel for more updates. You can also check me out on my other social media networks. You can check out the official page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. If you want to contribute and support the channel further and want your name mentioned in our battle reports, or just support me in general, there are plenty of ways to do so. Head over to the Etsy store for channel merchandise. If you want to book up a game and participate on the channel, do contact me through my email address or through my social media pages. And if you want your name shouted out on the channel, and you want to support me further in making more content, do check me out on Patreon. By becoming a patron, you'll help support the channel tremendously, and you'll get to unlock extra features that are only exclusive to Patreon members. These are all the current members that are supporting me right now, and I'd like to thank them all very much for supporting the channel, for Cadians as well as the Ultramarines faction. Rise up to the ranks and win glory for the Emperor. Those who are Tier 4 supporters or higher will have access to the Discord page. And I would like to also thank the channel sponsors, GoblinGaming, C Studios, Gammat.eu and the Magnet Baron. GoblinGaming have very kindly allowed me to have an affiliation link on the channel. Using the affiliation link when purchasing your items for all your hobby needs helps support the channel. I'm also featured on the Striking Scorpion 82 channel, and I also do a monthly battle report with YouTube membership on his channel as well. Thank you for watching, and happy wargaming!